Good morning, everyone. We will be getting started in just a few minutes. We want to give everyone a chance to log on, so stay tuned. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm David Lieberman, your Master of Ceremonies for today's event and a proud member of the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County's Board of Directors. Our organization's purpose is to improve the quality of life for all seniors living in Broward County by collaborating with other organizations to provide exceptional, compassionate leadership in a broad array of programs dedicated to allowing those we serve to continue to live life to their fullest potential. We are thrilled that you are here to join us as we celebrate an inspirational group of Broward seniors who are making a profound impact on the community.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Mather-Taylor, the Executive Director of the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County. Our agency has been serving Broward County seniors since 1974. We plan, develop, coordinate, and evaluate programs, fund services, and are the prime advocate for the over 451,000 Broward County residents 60 years of age or older. Our services include home-delivered and congregate meals, in-home and adult daycare respite, senior centers, transportation, minor home repairs, legal assistance, adult daycare, information and referrals, telephone reassurance, in-home technology, Alzheimer's respite, and more. We are so incredibly proud of all of our honorees who are here today, whether it be helping children, animals, fellow seniors, veterans, or others. Each one of today's honorees are making a difference, assisting others, and doing good.
Thank you, Charlotte, and thank you for leading this tremendous organization. Everyone out there, feel free to eat your delicious lunch, freshly delivered to you this morning. Eat it at any time. Don't worry, we can't see you. While this year's celebration looks a little different due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the important part is that we have all come together to celebrate our Broward seniors.
So without further ado, we would like to get the event started with the invocation from the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County Board President, Pauline Grant.
I will now do the invocation. We have gathered here today online to honor 14 magnificent senior volunteers who have donated their time, energy, and above all, talents to serve the residents of Broward County. They are outstanding men and women who continue to bless our community by their presence, and are Earth's angels who share their wisdom and love to aid the needs of others. Please provide them and their associates with the courage to continue their journeys, the health to sustain their plans, and the success to continue to benefit Broward County. Please bless them, their families, and all others who have come to be with us today. May memories of this celebration and their good deeds live on forever and beyond.
Thank you very much, Pauline. Next, I would like to introduce to you the Mayor of Broward County and the event chairman, Mayor Stephen Geller.
Thank you, and good morning. I'm Broward County Mayor Steve Geller, and I'm honored to welcome all of you to the 37th Annual Area Agency on Aging's Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Broward Senior Hall of Fame Awards Ceremony. Under the leadership of Board President Pauline Grant and Executive Director Charlotte Mather Taylor, the Area Agency on Aging has provided much needed services to Broward seniors, which includes quality of life programming, food assistance, transportation, home and medical assistance, and much, much more. With nearly 500,000 senior residents, Broward is one of the largest and fastest growing population of seniors in the state. And since 1972, the agency has provided these vital services to our seniors while also treating them with respect and dignity. On behalf of Broward County, I thank the agency, its leadership, and employees for their hard work, especially this last year during the pandemic. And now to our nominees. Out of more than 40 extremely impressive nominations, we were only able to choose 14 awardees. As you can imagine, this year's decision on choosing awardees was a difficult one. Broward is truly fortunate to have so many seniors who spend their time giving back to our community. On behalf of Broward County, I would like to congratulate our 2021 Senior Hall of Fame awardees, John Corrado, Toby Foyer, Karen Fortman, Larry and Roberta Insell, Steve Clam, Russell Corman, Olean Pridgeon, Sidney Rosenblatt, Vera Charit, Lori Susskind, John Venetia, Patricia Glasgow, Lynn Wolfson, and Alan and Marcia Levy, unfortunately Alan posthumously. Congratulations and thank all of you for the great service that you have done for Broward County and the community. Our county loves our seniors and we're truly better due to our senior residents. Thank you and have a good luncheon.
Thank you, Mayor Geller, for your leadership throughout this event and selection process. I've had the honor of knowing Mayor Geller for many years, and he's always been an amazing advocate for Broward County. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your Thursday afternoon to join us in this heartwarming tradition. For 37 years, the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County has been celebrating outstanding Broward County seniors, their volunteerism, and community impact. At this, the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Broward Senior Hall of Fame. Long before I became the executive director of the agency, I always made sure to attend this event. To see these seniors give of themselves and go above and beyond to help others is awe-inspiring, to say the least. The Broward Senior Hall of Fame just might be my favorite event of the year. This year, 43 nominations were submitted for consideration. A special committee chaired by Mayor Geller was selected to review each nomination and had the difficult task of choosing the 14 exemplary candidates whom we are honoring here today. It was no easy task, and this year's nominee pool was extremely impressive. So thank you, Mayor Stephen Geller and our other committee members, Melissa Bloom, Katrina Davenport, Tim Lonergan, Melina Menendez, Candy Osmond, and Ronald Rothschild. Of course, we couldn't hold this event without the generosity of our event sponsors. Many of these supporters have been generous to us for many years, and we couldn't be more grateful. Every year is tough with the increasing needs of seniors, especially 2020 though, and our sponsors have always come through to help us when we needed it the most. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. We would like to acknowledge our sponsors now. Our platinum sponsors, American National Bank, Offerdale's Handoff Foundation, Padrino's Cuban Cuisine. Our gold sponsors, Four Corners Bingo, John and Gail Fontaine. Alan and Marcia Levy Charitable Foundation, Centennial Bank, Center for Workforce Inclusion, the City of Margate, David Posnick Jewish Community Center, and Memorial Healthcare System, as well as PNC Bank, Sterling Group Foods, Zinolbowski Romanek Say, and the Suskin family. And now for our silver sponsors. Conviva, Florida Power and Light, Heart to Heart Outreach of South Florida, Humana, and WellCare. And our bronze sponsors, Anthony Brunson, PA, Care Plus Health Plans, Florida Pace Centers, Friedman Elder Law, Gorin Sheriff Duty and Ezrall, PA, National Care Advisors, New York Life, Rebuilding Together of Broward County, Senator Nan and David Rich, Seniors Helping Seniors, and TSE Consulting. And now for our copper sponsors. Affordable Medical Supply, John and June McCarthy, Linda Cook, Yolanda Cash Jackson, McKinley Insurance Services, Meals on Wheels of South Florida, Mayor Judy Paul, Town of Davie, Rosalind Perlmutter and family, Sarah Care of Coral Springs, Dr. Murray and Mary Todd, Broward County Vice Mayor Michael Udine and Lisa Zucker. And our supporter sponsors, AAUW Weston, Dr. Kamala Amanadan, Dillard Comprehensive High School, class of 1970, Sharon and Mitch Foyer, Bertha Henry, Louis LeJoy, Melena Menendez, Ort America, Vivian Siloff, Philip Solomon and Associates, and the Fort Lauderdale chapter of the Lynx. Now, if you're ever in need of the goods or services these companies provide, we ask that you consider doing business with them. I know that I feel better when I support a business that helps the community. Hopefully you will too.
Absolutely, and it's really heartening to see how many groups, organizations got together to support these wonderful volunteers for this event. Now it's my honor to introduce the reading of the Congressional Record by Congressman Ted Deutsch.
It's my honor to share with you the congressional record that I entered. It is honoring the 2021 Broward Senior Hall of Fame, and it is dated April 13th, 2021. Madam Speaker, I rise today to honor and congratulate 16 exemplary men and women from Broward County who will be inducted into the Broward Senior Hall of Fame. Each year, the Area Agency on Aging honors elder excellence in the volunteer sector of Broward County. These outstanding citizens are individuals from all walks of life who have contributed greatly to the vibrancy and well-being of South Florida. They are engaged in distinguished volunteer service that benefit our communities, makes Broward County an outstanding place to live, to raise a family, and to retire. The 16 distinguished electees are John Corrado of Weston, Olean Pridgeon of Margate, Toby Foyer of Weston, Sidney Rosenblatt of Coconut Creek, Karen Patton Fortman of Davie, Vera Sharrett of Fort Lauderdale, Larry and Roberta Insel of Lauderdale by the Sea, Lori Suskind of Fort Lauderdale, Steve Clam of Fort Lauderdale, John Venezia of Coconut Creek, Russell Corman of Hallandale Beach, Patricia Glasgow west of Lauderhill, the late Alan and Marcia Levy of Fort Lauderdale, and Lynn Wolfson of Weston. Again, congratulations to these outstanding individuals. I wish them the best of luck with their induction, and I thank them for their service to Broward County.
Congressman Deutsch has been involved with the Area Agency on Aging of Broward for many years and has always been a staunch advocate for seniors in our community. Okay, let's get started celebrating the achievements of this year's honorees.
Absolutely.
We invite you to participate in the event by typing a brief congratulatory message or message of encouragement in the chat box on the right side of the screen. And your comment may just appear on screen during the show. And
That's
now,
right. You'll be seeing 2 or 3 honorees recognized at a time, and then a quick hello from us as we continue to the next group. Go ahead, Charlotte.
yes, thank you, David, and thank you for sharing that. And now we are honored to present our 2021 inductees.
Today, it is my honor and privilege to present a very important award to a very important man, Mr. John Corrado. John became involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters in 2009 when he became a big to his little Petrel. And in Petrel's own words, he said, when he thinks of basketball, he thinks of LeBron James. And when he thinks of football, he thinks of Tom Brady. And when he thinks of an important person in life, he thinks of his big Mr. John, as he calls him. We think of Mr. John as well, and we appreciate everything that you've done, John, for our agency, for our community, for the many people that you have helped along the journey of life. So how fitting is it today that we recognize you as a Senior Hall of Famer? Congratulations, John, a well-deserved honor.
Good afternoon. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of those who felt that I was worthy of this prestigious award. I am humbled and honored to be selected into this year's class of inductees. I also want to thank all of the members of the Board of Directors of Big Brothers Big Sisters and the staff. Each of them has been of great assistance to me personally. The most important thing that we all strive for at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Broward to do is to focus on the children we serve. They are the foundation of our being. I was fortunate to be a big brother. This was one of the most gratifying experiences that I have been a part of. The responsibility for developing and nurturing an individual such as Petrel. By the way, Petrel, thanks for being with us today. He is a person who has grown into a fine young man, and I personally feel that he will accomplish anything he sets his mind to. I also want to thank my wife, Arlene, and my entire family who are on this call today, because without their support and understanding, I could not have accomplished some very extensive goals. Arlene is my rock and always there for me, as well as Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and the children. Thank you, Arlene. Again, I am truly humbled and honored to be selected for this award. I will cherish this award and remain committed to the children of Broward. Thank you. Stay well, stay safe, and stay healthy.
Toby Foyer has been tireless in her leadership, service, and selfless civic devotion to our Broward County community and to the city of Weston since the day she arrived in Weston in 1998 after retiring from working at Brooklyn College in New York. No challenge is too big for Toby, and she is not afraid to take on any issue. Through her leadership and determination, she has been instrumental in facilitating the passage of significant initiatives that have helped Broward become a better community. For 21 years, she has represented 60 associations on the President's Council of Bonaventure and has been its president since 2004. She was instrumental in the city's development of the CERTS program, Community Emergency Response Teams, which, in coordination with the fire department, assist residents in an emergency. Since 1972, Toby has been a member of Women's American ORT. This nonprofit organization raises funds for educational programs throughout the world, and she has served as Florida Region's leadership chair. Toby was appointed to the Broward County Commission on the Status of Women in 2009, and she was reappointed again in 2013 and 2016. Recently, With Toby's leadership, the Commission partnered with the Broward County Human Rights Department to request the Broward County Commissioners to adopt the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, an ordinance I proudly sponsored, which was co-sponsored by all the county commissioners. In 2010, Toby became a commissioner in the city of Weston and served 2 full terms. She was appointed to represent the city at the Broward County Metropolitan Planning Organization until 2018, and now serves on the Citizens Advisory Committee of the MPO. In addition to all of this, Toby has also been active in the Weston Music Society, Weston Friends of the Library, Hadassah, and the American Association of University Women, and more. She does all of this with a smile and with passion and grace. Toby has contributed so much to our community and continues to do so every day. She is an exemplary woman, and we are so honored to recognize her today as an inductee into the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Toby.
Thank you to the Area Agency on Aging for arranging this event to honor the Broward County Senior Hall of Fame recipients. Normally, we would be gathered in person, but under the CDC guidelines, we are restricted somewhat in gatherings. My thanks to Kamala Anadam, president of the AAUW Weston branch, which is from the American Association of University Women, for nominating me for this prestigious honor. I am honored to be included with the other honorees that will be inducted into the Broward County Senior Hall of Fame. My thanks to my family, friends, and colleagues that have joined us today. We are familiar with the tagline, "It takes a village." In this instance, I would prefer the tagline, "It takes a community." Webster's dictionary defines the word community as a body of persons having a common history or common social or economic interest, likeness, or fellowships. Growing up in the Bronx in New York, my community consisted of a radius of a few blocks among my friends and my school. When I moved to Brooklyn, New York after getting married, my community consisted of about 20 blocks with my friends, children, and the PTA and their families. My community expanded when the schools decentralized. In 1973, I joined a nonprofit organization called Women's American Art, and which is now called Art America. When I became president of the Brooklyn region in 1981, my community expanded within the borough of Brooklyn. In 1998, I retired from Brooklyn College, my college community, for about 25 years, and moved to the city of Weston, which became not only my hometown, and yes, you are correct, it became my new community. I continued my affiliation with Art America in Florida and became involved with 9 other organizations over the years. You guessed it, Broward County and maybe a little bit further north and south became my new community. Many years ago, I came across a statement, "Any good that I may do, let me do it now, for I might not pass this way again." This statement has always stayed with me. The opportunities of meeting diverse individuals, the friendships, the fellowships, they have evolved as enriched my life tremendously. I hope that I have made a difference in the lives of my communities, for I know that they have made a difference in my life. I humbly accept this honor bestowed upon me today and would like to share it with my Broward County communities. Thank you so much. Be brave, be strong.
This event is always so touching to me. I look at the people who are just recognized and who we're about to recognize, and I always say, I hope I'm going to be like them when I grow up, or can I be like them when I grow up? So, Charlotte, let's honor our next group of inductees.
I'm looking forward to it. They're amazing.
Originally from Youngstown, Ohio, Karen moved to Broward County in 1977 to help with a family business. Karen's daughter, April, was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, inspiring disability advocacy, including civil rights, education, accessible housing, employment, community organizing, and training parents and people with disabilities in disability law. As an education advocate, after serving on a number of district-level committees, she was elected to the Broward School Board, expanding preschool, sports, and arts programs for kids with disabilities. She focused on policies and programs for after-school magnets, student expulsion, accountability, implementation of the ADA, and employee wellness as part of the health benefits plan. Karen chaired the Florida School Boards Association Legislative Committee on Funding and Policy Issues, trained school boards in facilitative leadership for the Master Board program. As a disability community advocate, Karen served for 15 years with a nonprofit disability advocacy organization. In the aftermath of Hurricane Wilma, she brought the U.S. Department of Justice to Broward County, resulting in an overhaul of the Broward County Emergency Management Comprehensive Plan to include persons with disabilities, leading the DOJ to expand Chapter 7 of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA, served for several years as appointed member of the Broward County Advisory Board for the Individuals with Disabilities. As a Democratic Party advocate, Karen was elected precinct committee person in 2012. She became a founding member of the officially chartered Davie Democratic Club, became president, and now also serves as president of the Broward County President's Council of Democratic Clubs and Caucuses. In 2017, Karen was nominated as a Volunteer of the Year, presented by Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And in 2019, Leaders Who Shine Award from the Democratic organizations in Southwest Broward. Karen was recently one of 15 women honored by the Commission on the Status of Women. Karen is certainly worthy of this honor.
Thank you very much, Carol, and thank you for spearheading this nomination. Karen, I just want to add my congratulations and thank you for everything that you've done for our community. You're certainly a star. And I've known Karen ever since she sat on the school board, so we have a long history. And again, I want to thank you for your advocacy and everything that you do that helps the individuals in our community.
Many thanks to each of you for your commitment to our community, those present and past who have been honored, as well as those who choose the helping professions. Sometimes we step into this role because we have needed help ourselves. My daughter, April, was only 18 months old when she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. As we begin to find our own solutions, we discover others who live with similar challenges. And so it goes. We bring our experience into the community. I am so honored to be among so many people who see a problem and commence to solve it. Fred Rogers quoted, "All of us at some time or other need help. Whether giving or receiving, each one of us has something to bring to this world. That's one of the things that connects us as neighbors." Thank you again so much.
I'm Tim Curtin, and I'm a board member with the ADRC. It is my honor and privilege to recognize Larry and Roberta Intel for the ADRC 2021 Hall of Fame honorees. I had the pleasure of working alongside Roberta back in 1993 when she was a principal at Sunrise Middle School and I was a rookie counselor with a local nonprofit. She would make home visits with me to find truant students on Sistrunk Boulevard, and Sistrunk looked a lot different back then than it does today. 30 years later, the best principal I've ever worked with is now being honored. I welcome the Insels to the Area Agency on Aging's Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Larry and Roberta, for this well-earned and well-deserved honor.
Good afternoon. My husband Larry and I are humbled and honored to be selected to the 37th Annual Broward Senior Hall of Fame. My father, Edward Levy, who's currently 97 years old, was also inducted into the Senior Hall of Fame approximately 20 years ago in 2001. Both my husband and I were educators for the Broward County school system for over 30 years. Larry was principal of Nova High School and Hollywood Hills High School. I was principal of Bayview Elementary H.D. Perry, and Sunrise Middle School. I was also an area director supervising 20 principals for approximately 15 years. We also volunteer each Sunday at the Broward County Humane Society. The most enjoyable and rewarding part of our job is forming relationships with our fellow volunteers and clients. Over the past approximately 14 years, we have met the most incredible people, our fellow volunteers. We have also established close ties with our clients. I guess what I'm trying to say is we get much more than we give volunteering for Meals on Wheels.
We humbly accept this honor on behalf of all the Meals on Wheels volunteers in Broward County. Some of the people in our group have been delivering meals for over 2 decades, and some deliver more than twice a week. During Thanksgiving, we deliver Thanksgiving meals to all clients in Broward County on the same day, so we do not deliver to our regular clients. We have 8 grandchildren ranging in age from 19 to 33. When several were approaching their teens, we would take them with us to help deliver. It is important to us that they not only feel the joy of giving to others, but also recognize how fortunate they are. We hope that one or all someday would continue this tradition that was established by Roberta's dad. Our philosophy is, and always will be, focus on what you have, not on what you don't have. Thank you.
Steve Clam has lived in Broward for 25 years with his wife of 40 years. He previously owned an asphalt paving company for 20 years and is currently retired. Steve became involved with the American Red Cross over 4.5 years ago when a fellow CERT member was involved and asked him to help following Hurricane Matthew. Steve is the person you want to be around during any catastrophe. He is prepared and ready to lend a helping hand whenever he is called to action. He is currently the Deputy Logistics Coordinator and works with the Disaster Workforce Engagement Team. As a disaster action team leader with the American Red Cross in Broward County, Steve has been serving our communities for over 7 years now, during storms, floods, hurricanes, and other disasters. Steve is on call every day to help those experience a house fire or other catastrophic incident. Due to his unwavering dedication to serve with those in need suffering a disaster, Steve has been exalted in Broward County and Dade County for his volunteer service, willingness, and passion in helping those in need during times of crisis. Steve has previously been recognized for his dedication in 2016 and 2017 when he received the President's Volunteer Service Award and Gold Medal, a high honor achieved by those that have volunteered their time for more than 500 plus hours. Steve lives by the Red Cross mission to alleviate human suffering. In addition to his volunteer disaster work, Steve also volunteers at Calvary Chapel, is an assistant volleyball coach, and volunteers for Pet Project. It is an honor today to recognize Steve as an inductee in the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame.
I want to thank Joe Baltimore for nominating me for this award at the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County's Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Broward Senior Hall of Fame. It humbles me to be nominated with these great people. You know, it's funny, I volunteer to help other people in their time of need, but I am the one who is blessed by it. Whether it is delivering assistance to someone whose house is burned down in the middle of the night, or driving a forklift to unload 24 pallets of dog and cat food off a tractor trailer to help pet rescues feed their animals, or helping people after a flood when they don't have any place to stay, or helping people in line at a vaccine point of distribution for the COVID-19 virus. So I'd like to encourage and even challenge you to go to a volunteer somewhere, help other people. It will do wonders for your soul, your mind, and your body. Again, thank you.
This year's Hall of Fame inductees, as you can see, have made such an impact on Broward County, in Broward County. It is amazing.
They really have. And as an extra special touch, many of today's awardees are being inducted by past Hall of Fame inductees. This is a true testament to what an outstanding honor this is. Now let's watch our next two honorees. That will be Russell Corman and Alan and Marcia Levy.
Russell Corman was born in the Bronx, New York in 1947 and graduated from Long Island University with a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting in 1970. He then migrated to Florida in 1988 and lives in Hallandale Beach today with his wife of 32 years and their 11 cats. Russell honors his parents each day through his volunteerism, as his work is a testament to his love for them. Russell has often stated he wishes he had been able to spend more time with them. With an incredible sense of humor, Russell brings laughter to the people he serves. Russell started volunteering with Meals on Wheels South Florida in 1999 after seeing an ad in the Miami Herald. Over his 21 years of volunteering, he has shopped, delivered meals to clients and their pets, and even pet sat for a client who was living in an assisted living facility. After many years of dedication, Russell is now the chairperson of his Meals on Wheels route and can proudly state that he has never missed a day volunteering since he started. He not only brings clients a meal, but he also brings them a smile. Giving of his time and sharing his sense of humor with others is a natural for Russell, and today we are honored to be able to recognize Russell as an inductee to the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame for his many years of service to both humans and to our furry friends.
I was born in the Bronx to two wonderful parents. We didn't have a lot of money, but they worked very hard to give me everything I needed. They taught me how to always give back, which is probably why I'm getting this great honor today. In 1970, I graduated from Long Island University and spent the next 6 years doing odd jobs and seeing the world. I wasn't sure what I was looking for then, but many years later it became clear. I came back to New York. I was almost 30 years old, and I figured I better get a real job before it's too late. So I started working as an accountant. I started saving my money and working very hard. Next thing I knew, 20 years had passed, and I wasn't very happy. So I went in and told my boss, thanks for the memories. I'm retiring and haven't worked a day since. No more working class hero for me. At the start of my 50th year on Earth, I became a full-time volunteer. One day I saw an ad in the Miami Herald looking for volunteers to deliver Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. I had other volunteer jobs, but this one spoke to me. I made the call and started what had become the best job I've ever had. It also became clear what I was looking for many years ago. It's been 22 years. I've delivered thousands of meals to hundreds of homebound seniors, listened to their stories, told them some of mine, laughed with them, cried with them, and hopefully left them with a smile on their face after each visit. These are people in the winter of their lives who help make our world a better place. They deserve our help, and I'll be there for another 22 years, God willing, to give them the help they need. I treat these seniors like I would want someone to treat my mom and dad if they were in the same situation. I hope I make my family proud. Thank you to the committee for selecting me, and thank you, Marlene Gray, for nominating me. Finally, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, and Russell Corman are all Hall of Famers, only in America. Thanks for listening.
Our next honorees are Alan and Marcia Levy of Fort Lauderdale. As we get older, we all understand how fragile life is. The honorees today have all used their time on Earth most productively and to benefit others. I had the honor of introducing two of the most extraordinary, giving, and philanthropic people who have ever crossed my path. Alan Levy is our first posthumous honoree. But for the pandemic, I believe he would have been honored last year when he was still with us. Let me tell you about my friends, the Levys. Alan and Marcia Levy have been in the forefront of philanthropy in Broward County for more than 40 years, giving thousands upon thousands of hours of their time to many causes to improve the quality of the lives of others in our community. Throughout the years, they've both dedicated their lives with passion and purpose to caring for causes that matter. Marcia most regrettably lost Alan last year. However, together they exemplified the true essence of what teamwork is and the impact two people can have when they work together. Although Alan is no longer with us, the positive impact of his contributions live on. Alan was a founding member of the Performing Arts Center Authority, which was responsible for the initial design and building of the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Alan was also involved in the original planning of the Daniel Cantor Senior Center. Alan served on the boards of the Broward Workshop, Florida Education Foundation, Broward Museum of Art, Broward Juvenile Assessment Center, 17th Circuit Juvenile Justice Board, Broward Public Safety Coordinating Council, Community Foundation of Broward, United Way, and JAVCO. Marcia has also done so much over the years. She has been an active guardian ad litem for 25 years. She has created and shepherded programs for abused and dependent children, including the STARS program and a pro bono dependency program, pro bono psychologist dependency program with me, Judge Arthur Birkin. Marcia continues today to contribute to the betterment of our community in so many different areas. Her commitment to volunteerism is admirable. There is not much that this wonderful couple has not done. Giving back was second nature to both of them. It is evident that they have used their time on earth most productively. We are honored to induct Alan and Marcia into the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
I would just like to thank the area agency so much for this incredible honor. My husband and I have been in this community for many, many years. Alan was originally a toddler when he first came to Fort Lauderdale. So we've been here a long time and respect and appreciate so much the incredible award winners and all the fine work they've done. And for us to be a part of this, it's just remarkable for us. My family is very proud, and I wish Alan were personally here to receive this award. We have been involved in this community for many years because we love it so much. Our focus as a couple and separately, we have worked extremely hard on education, social justice, the environment, and just really improving the cultural arts in our community. And I'm very, very proud of the fine work that Alan was involved with and my work as the guardian ad litem and the rewards that I have personally found from working with these children and building a stronger community. It's been incredible. I really appreciate both Judge Arthur Birkin and Judge Ron Rothschild for nominating us for this incredible award. It was very kind. We have all worked together for many years, and to be just part of this, I just can't thank you enough. And I know that if Alan were with us, this would have been the epitome of the years of hard work, and I'm sure he would have been extremely proud to personally receive the award. And to all the other award winners, congratulations. Among them, and this is amazing, is my son's high school principal from years ago. Remarkable couple, and congratulations, and to all the other winners. And we thank you so much.
You know, I'm sure many of you watching have heard about that concept of it taking 10,000 hours for someone to become an expert in something. You know, just imagine the benefit to this community of the tens of thousands of hours that these volunteers have donated their time in Broward County. It's just amazing. Charlotte, who's up next?
Well, actually, David, before I say that, I just have to say I am so touched by everyone here being honored and just the videos we've seen so far. That's why this truly is my favorite event. You all are just amazing angels, and it's really my honor just to see all of you and to be part of this. So up next, we have Olean Pridgeon and Sydney Rosenblatt, two more amazing people.
Hello, my name is Shelley Greenberg, and I have the honor of introducing Olean Pridgeon to you. Olean Pridgeon has served as a foster grandparent volunteer for nearly 5 years and has provided the community with over 5,000 hours of service. Olean is fondly referred to as Grandma O and dedicates much of her time at Margate Elementary, where she provides tutoring and mentoring to students 4 days a week, 5 hours a day. During the summer, Olean can be found volunteering at other Broward public schools and libraries as well. Typically, Olean works one-on-one with students in the classrooms. As most standard county classrooms can reach 30 to 40 students per teacher, individualized instruction and attention for a struggling student is not always feasible. This is where Grandma O comes in. Olean offers support and works with students who struggle with reading, fluency, comprehension, and vocabulary skills. Her time and dedication to supporting the students she works with make a huge impact on their success in achieving their educational goals. Staff at Margate Elementary and the North Lauderdale Branch Library speak highly of Olean's positive interactions with students and her willingness to help out in any way she can. Olean goes above and beyond and also supports her peers in acquiring resources for their schools and for themselves to maintain self-sufficiency in the classroom. It is our honor to acknowledge Olean today as an inductee in the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
To the Foster Grandparent Program, Nan Hutchison, members of Area on Aging, commissioners, Margate Elementary School. I'm really lost for words to say how much I appreciate being nominated for my name to hang on the wall of the Government Center in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I live in Margate, but Fort Lauderdale is home for me because my church, Williams Memorial, my affiliations with the Elks, the Eastern Stars, Daughters of Isaac, all are still here in Fort Lauderdale. I am a giver. I love giving my gifts of time and anything else I can do to help anyone. I love special event planning, but I really love helping my little ones get ready for the first grade. They sometimes forget what you taught them, but never forget how you treated them. So always show love, patience, and compassion for them. Try to always make them feel at home away from home. They are all our leaders. They are our leaders of tomorrow. Try and help them on the way. Never underestimate their possibilities, even when they are labeled as SLD, etc. Because with the proper help, they can overcome obstacles. I know I did. I've always felt nothing is too hard for me and God. I made it thus far for trusting in Him. He's my all in all. I hope to be around for a long time telling young and older people what he has done for me. I didn't do it. God helped me to do it. Thanks to all of you, and God bless and keep you is my prayer.
Sidney Rosenblatt has spent his entire life in service. Service to our country, service to others, and service to our community. He valiantly served in World War II as a rifleman in the infantry, where he fought to protect our country. In his career, he later worked as the director of assisted living facilities, where he utilized his leadership skills to ensure clients in his programs were well cared for and protected. In his retirement, Sidney has continued his service and devotes his time to causes that focus on the care of our nation's military men and women, as well as programs that ensure history will be remembered. Sidney visits veterans in nursing homes, many of whom are nearly half his age, and supports returning service folks as he assists them with challenges they often face in acclimating to civilian life. A born teacher, Sidney inspires others by sharing his story and by leading by example. He is an active member of Mission United Advisory Council, where he actively participates in countless events, either as a public speaker or volunteering for their food drives. As a result of Sidney's achievements as a volunteer, mentor, and motivational force to be reckoned with, Mission United awarded Sidney with a Volunteer Appreciation Award 3 years ago. In addition to being the first recipient of the award, the agency named the award after Sidney for his lifetime of accomplishments and dedication to our military and veteran community. In addition to his work with veterans, Sidney shares his wisdom through reading to our children in public schools, as well as speaking to them about World War II. Currently, Sidney is writing his memoirs and enjoying his accomplishments of being a father of 5, a grandfather of 12, and a great-grandfather of 18. When you ask him about what dedicating his time to volunteering means to him, Sidney says, "Service is not just a duty or obligation, it is indeed a privilege." Well, it is our privilege to induct Sidney into the 2021 37th Annual Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Sidney.
My name is Sid Rosenblatt. I'm a 97-year-old World War II veteran and a volunteer for Mission United and United Way. In the winter of my life, I'm honored to receive this award to the Senior Hall of Fame from the Area in Aging, a Broward County organization that has been serving the elderly for many years. Mission United has enabled me to serve alongside my fellow veterans and caring individuals to help those less fortunate than ourselves. The smiles on the faces of school children when they receive backpacks loaded with supplies, and the thank you from families when they receive their Thanksgiving turkeys are rewards we cherish. Volunteering has been a continual education and blessing for myself as I listen and learn, developing mutual respect and understanding that we are more alike than different. For me, service is not an obligation, but indeed a privilege. I pray the Lord will bless me with many more years so that I may continue to serve. Thank you for this honor.
I know we can't help but be touched by the things they're saying and the things they've done. Olean said, "I am a giver." And Sid Rosenblatt said, "Service is a privilege." These are Just amazing. I don't know if you knew this, and I'm reading some wording in front of me, but 46.1% of older Americans volunteer 100 hours or more a year. And it seems like that's an increase from 31.6% in 1974. Charlotte?
These inductees know that volunteering your time and energy not only helps strengthen your community, but also has important emotional and physical benefits. It helps keep them young and young at heart. So let's now honor our next two awardees, Vera Sherritt and Lori Suskin.
I'm here to introduce Vera Sherritt. Vera's stalwart advocacy for the region's most vulnerable seniors and individuals with physical and economic challenges spans over 30 years. Vera has served on the Transportation Disadvantaged Local Coordinating Board, also known as the LCB, since 1982. Before her retirement in her career, Vera worked at Medicaid, providing transportation disadvantaged services for clients to access nutrition, shopping, recreation, and critical dialysis, chemotherapy, and radiation care. She also worked at the Broward County Health Department, where she helped transportation disadvantaged. At the health department, Vera opened multiple clinics around the county and organized doctors, nurses, and dentists to volunteer their time providing pro bono work to serve those in need. Until 2009, Vera served as the Americans with Disabilities Act Appeals Board Chair at the request of the Local Coordinating Board, 2009. Vera continues to serve today as a member of the Local Coordinating Board. As an avid baker, she shares her delectable baked goods with the members at First Methodist Church of Fort Lauderdale, and before that, the Wesley Chapel United Methodist Church, where she served on the board for many years until they closed. Another group that is fortunate to benefit from Vera's fantastic baked goods is the Vietnam Veterans VFW in South Florida. Vera regularly supports them by making muffins and brownies for their bake sales and helps them whenever she can on different projects. In addition to baking, Vera proudly volunteers for Kid Care, the only low-cost insurance program supported by the Florida Department of Health, United Way, and the Children's Services Council of Broward.
I'd like to thank the Area-wide Agency on Aging for persevering during the pandemic that we have and honoring those seniors who volunteer and give so much of their lives to the programs here in Broward County. I'm humbled and honored to join them, those who have been honored in the past and those to be honored in the future. I'd like to thank Charlene Burke for nominating me. She is a member of the MPO staff who serve on the Transportation Board, and she nominated me as a result of my many, many years of serving with transportation. The program we have in Broward was started with the United Way, and the county took up the program and funded it well ahead of the rest of the state of Florida. And I can honestly say we have one of the best programs that serve our seniors as well as those in need of transportation. All the programs in the world can't be used unless people can get to them. And that's the important part, is getting people to where they need to be. I volunteered after retiring because it keeps me active, it keeps me busy, it keeps me organized. I also volunteer with the Kid Care program. So I'm volunteering on both spectrum of aging. I'd like to say thank you again to AAA for persevering, and I appreciate very much. I'm humbled and honored.
I have the pleasure this afternoon of introducing many of you to Lori Suskin. Lori Suskin is young beyond her years. She's a devoted volunteer to the Posnack JCC for over 25 years. Her passion to create programs that unite our community has driven her to wear many hats over that time. She has held virtually every lay leader position at the Jewish Center, including its president for a 2-year term. Lori has been working tirelessly to renovate the Manya Nidel Holocaust Center, as well as developing curriculum for the George Gottlieb Holocaust and Jewish Education Program, both housed at the Posnack JCC. Throughout her work on these current projects, she is creating a plan to bring the entire Broward County community together to learn from the lessons of the Holocaust and apply them to our current world, seeking to create a place to begin a conversation and to bring awareness so we all can work together to bring understanding and acceptance across all ethnic, racial, religious, and cultural aspects of our daily lives. Lori has been devoted to this mission for several years and continues to work tirelessly to open the Manya Nidel Holocaust Center in the fall of this year. Her leadership and commitment are inspirational. I am proud to call Lori Susskind my friend, and I am honored to be part of her induction into this year's Senior Hall of Fame.
I am honored to be inducted into the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame by the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County. My journey at the David Posnack Jewish Community Center began in the early 90s when my son entered preschool at the J. In those formative years when he was making lifelong friendships, I was captured by what I saw at the J and decided to dedicate my time and resources to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. My volunteerism comes from a special place where I believe that it is far better to give than to receive. My involvement at the J has given me so much to be proud of. The portfolios I have held, the programs and events I have chaired, have enriched and benefited the lives of our community. From our Jewish book festivals that welcomed prominent authors and presenters, to a new initiative called J Cares that extends the reach of our center to help our neighbors in need, to organizing a volunteer corps of 1,000 when our David Posnack JCC hosted the Maccabi Games in 2015. Many of those same volunteers who are active and vital seniors have found their purpose in their ongoing involvement at the J so many years later. But perhaps my most important role is my current position as co-chair of the renovation of the Manya Nidel Holocaust Learning Center. In this sacred space, we will teach the lessons of the Holocaust to educate our youth and our community about the concept of indifference, how to stand up against racism, and how to respond to hateful speech. This, I hope, will be my legacy to future generations. Throughout the last 30 years, I have witnessed an incredible evolution of our J. We are the heart and soul of our community, and I am proud to be involved in creating programs and services that enrich lives by connecting people. I extend my thanks to my JCC colleagues and to my family for their support and encouragement and for being the wind beneath my wings. I am grateful to the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County for this wonderful recognition. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Vera, and thank you so much, Lori. Vera, I want to actually also say another thank you for making sure to say and that the Area Agency on Aging has been persevering through these times, as we all have, and they've just done a phenomenal time during the COVID crisis, the pandemic. Lori, when you say the word humbled, that is what you mean, and we are also humbled as well. Last but certainly not least, we have our final group of 2021 inductees. Charlotte?
Our next inductees are John Benicia, Patricia Glasgow West, and Lynn Wolfson. And I look forward to you all seeing how amazing they are, as well as all of our wonderful honorees.
John's life has been devoted to serving the transplant community since he had his first kidney transplant 35 years ago. Transplants affect individuals from all stages of life, and John is always there to help others. He was a founding board member of the Transplant Foundation in the 1980s and more recently the current volunteer. Executive Director of the Florida Organ Transplant Association, also known as FOTA. Both organizations share the same mission to provide patient support and organ donation community education. Under John's leadership, the Florida Organ Transplant Association doubled patient grant support during COVID-19 and was awarded over $40,000. Since its inception in 2002, the Florida Organ Transplant Association has provided patient support to over 3,000 South Florida families. That's very positive. John also faithfully runs a monthly Broward-based transplant support group. It previously met in person, and during COVID-19, John continued the group and switched to Zoom. He also has chaired Team Florida for the National Transplant Olympics every year for 20 years, encouraging transplant recipients to celebrate their second lease on life with physical tournaments and the chance to go for gold. Only after the second kidney transplant has he slowed down, and now he serves on the committee. 3 co-chairs now hold the mantle he carried proudly on his own. John always asks how he can serve and how he can help. It's an honor to recognize John here today as an inductee into the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame for his long-standing efforts to make a positive difference in the life of others. Congratulations, John.
Thank you so much for this prestigious award. To be recognized for my work throughout the years means a lot. The truth is, I do what I do because I like to help, to give back. After 2 kidney transplants, I've learned not to take any day for granted. I spend my days as the Executive Director of the Florida Organ Transplant Association and Director of Patient Services for Life Care Specialty Clinic. Both are volunteer positions because I enjoy helping transplant patients with quality service and care. They are my family. I've been in their shoes and understand the struggles, young and old, of the journey of transplantation. Today is a gift, and it's all we have. I want to thank the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County for celebrating today with me. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Patricia Glasgow West from Lauderhill. Patricia West is a lifelong Broward County resident. After graduating from Florida State, Patricia returned to Fort Lauderdale in 1974 and started her career as a youth counselor with the Neighborhood Youth Corps, and then worked for Dr. Nan S. Hutchison at the Area Agency on Aging of Broward County in the Information and Referral Department. She also worked for the Catholic Services Bureau when they opened their first senior daycare center at the St. George Catholic Church. During her illustrious career, she served as the Assistant Director of the Civil Rights Division and as Senior Legislative Coordinator for Broward County Government. During her tenure as a lobbyist for Broward County, she served as the President of the Florida Association for Intergovernmental Relations. On September 4, 2018, Patricia retired. However, she has continued her service to her community with her volunteerism. Patricia was a member of Leadership Broward Class 17, and over the past several years, she has served as an officer on the boards of Hands on Broward, formerly Volunteer Broward, Old Dillard Foundation, and the Piney Grove Boys Academy. She previously served as president of the Old Dillard Foundation, board of directors for 10 years, and is currently serving as the executive director. She has been a Piney Grove Boys Academy board member for 7 years and served as the president for the past 5 years. The school became a co-ed in 2020. Patricia is also the former treasurer of the Fort Lauderdale chapter of the Lynx, and for the past 2 years, she has served as its chaplain. Recently, she was appointed to the Lauder Trail Advisory Committee in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Patricia is always trying to make a difference to our community, and we're honored to recognize Patricia here today as an inductee to the Dr. Nan S. Hutchison Senior Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Patricia.
My name is Patricia Glasgow West, and I'm honored to be an inductee into the Broward County Area Agency on Aging Senior Hall of Fame. I'm a lifelong Broward County resident, and I actually started my career out of college many years ago at the Area Agency on Aging. Ms. Nan Hutchison was the director at that time. Since then, I've continued to be engaged in trying to meet the many needs in our community. I've also continued to have an interest in gerontology and working with senior citizens, which I am proudly one of at this time. I believe in giving back, and throughout my career, I've been involved in many projects that have allowed me to do that. All of the jobs that I've held have kept me engaged in meeting the needs of the community. I've been married to my husband, Richard, for over 40 years. We have one son, Richard, who is 40 and the love of our life right now, which is very unique, I think, but he always is engaged in helping us with whatever we need our help with. I'm also the caregiver for my 91 years young mother who is blind and has limited mobility, but she's still very intact mentally, so she challenges us. I am engaged with the Piney Grove Boys School, which is in its 8th year. This is the first year that we brought in young ladies, and these are kids from our local community who were not doing well in their regular school programs, and so we brought them in and they flourished. I also work with the Old Dillard Foundation, which was formed over 26 years ago to be the funding of the Old Dillard Museum, and we focus on promoting Black heritage here in Broward County, as well as the arts, and we work closely with the students at the Dillard Center for the Arts. I'm a member of the Fort Lauderdale chapter of the Links Incorporated, where I've served as treasurer, also chaplain, and the facet chair for the arts. So the arts are very important to me. I believe that the arts help people flourish and meet their best lives. They actually promote and keep people happy, and they make kids smart if we engage them. So again, I'm very honored to be a part of this program, the Area Agency on Aging, and this Hall of Fame induction is very rewarding and important to me. Thank you very much.
Lynn Wolfson, also known as the Bionic Woman, has devoted herself to caring for others and her community for over 18 years. Lynn has spent her time and talents over the years volunteering for Goodman Jewish Family Services, the South Florida Ostomy Tube Feeding Support Group, and devotes her time to teaching others, writing articles, and advocating on legislative issues with the Digestive Disease National Coalition. Lynn selflessly contributes her time, skills, and talents to all of the clients and organizations she serves. Since 2018, Lynn has driven for Jet Express, a volunteer driver program for seniors at Goodman Jewish Family Services, and has devoted her time and energy primarily to Nancy, a client who has dementia. Lynn also volunteers at the Kosher Food Pantry at Goodman Jewish Family Services, where she's part of a team that sorts, packs, delivers groceries to over 500 homebound clients and Holocaust survivors here in Broward County. On top of that, for over 5 years now, every Thursday morning, Lynn can be found at the JCC knitting hats for cancer patients. Lynn is truly an inspiration to us all. She has faced many challenges due to physical limitations, having been born with a disease in her digestive system. That did not stop Lynn, though. Lynn has a service dog, a bull mastiff named Zev, who travels with her whenever she leaves home. Lynn also lobbies in Washington, D.C. annually with the Digestive Disease National Coalition. She is currently working on getting Lynn's law passed. This law will make accessible handicap bathroom stalls more user-friendly for those who have feeding tubes, catheters, or other medical equipment, or simply providing a hook, sink, box, and shelf. Lynn Wolfson truly exemplifies the meaning of being a volunteer, and we are honored here today to acknowledge Lynn and to induct her into the Senior Hall of Fame. Lynn, Congratulations to you, congratulations to your family, and congratulations to the community that literally enjoys of all your efforts.
Thank you to the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for selecting me for this wonderful award. Thank you to Pam Carey from the Goodman Jewish Family Services for nominating me for such a prestigious honor. Through Pam, I was able to volunteer at Jet Express and spend time with seniors, taking them to doctor's appointments, shopping, or just out to lunch. In addition, I volunteered at the cupboard, sorting donated groceries and delivering groceries to the poor and Holocaust survivors. I would also like to thank the United Ostomy Associations of America and the Oli Foundation, the Digestive Disease National Coalition, Eileen Zucker at the Jewish Community Center, Broward County Medical Court, and the Western Democratic Club. The United Ostomy Associations of America and the Oli Foundation have both supported me in creating a support group and a supply bank for ostomates and medical feeders. The Ostomy and Feeding Supply Bank has been collecting supplies from those who no longer need them and been distributing these medical supplies free of charge to the uninsured with the financial support of Sun Medical Catheters. The Digestive Disease National Coalition in Washington, D.C. has been inviting me annually to lobby for digestive disease in our nation's capital. I was able to learn how to knit hats for cancer patients because of the knitting and crochet group Eileen Zucker created at the Jewish Community Center. Broward County Medical Corps gave me the opportunity to volunteer at Markham Park, directing traffic for COVID vaccinations. The Western Democratic Club has given me the opportunity to be on the board of directors, where I currently serve as secretary. Thank you to Zev, my service dog, who has given me the strength and confidence to be able to be independent and volunteer. Above all, thank you to my family and friends who have supported me with all of my projects, especially to Janet Stecker, who edits all of my writings and speeches. In all honesty, I did not feel that it was so much me giving to these organizations, but rather them giving me the feeling that I am a productive citizen that can give back to my community. By volunteering, my mind is no longer on my disabilities and pain, but focusing on the project or person at hand. It allows me to not live with painkillers, but to instead get the natural good feeling of helping others. So I stand before you without a functional gastrointestinal system, which includes not being able to eat due to severe complications of Hirschsprung's disease. I wear 2 different bags on my abdomen, and I have IV feedings so I can still function and volunteer. It's all a matter of attitude. With a positive mindset, I not only overcome my own challenges, but have also helped others do the same. My goal is to leave a positive footprint on any individual I encounter. This award tells me that I am on the right track. Thank you.
Thank you, John, Patricia, and Lynn, and Zev. Congratulations to, wow, what an outstanding group of honorees. There are 14 very special individuals who are joining a group of 442 other seniors whom over the years have been recognized and awarded this prestigious honor in this event's 37-year history. Looking a bit broader, a few doors down the street is someone who needs help, and a few doors down the other way is someone who is volunteering to give that help. Charlotte?
Let's give a round of applause to the 2021 inductees. I would also like to thank my co-host, the Master of Ceremonies today, David Lieberman. David, it's truly an honor to work with you. You make things so easy. You just do a fabulous job. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks. My deepest pleasure.
And just very briefly, I'd like to thank our sponsors again, our platinum sponsors, our gold sponsors.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Silver sponsors, bronze sponsors, copper sponsors, and our supporter sponsors.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. We totally appreciate you. I would also like to thank all of our board members, advisory council members, and staff members who made this event possible. It truly takes the team to get an event like this together and to have it go so beautifully. Your hard work produced an amazing celebration for this year's honorees, so thank you to all of you.
The recognition for today's inductees does not end here. Your names have been etched on a plaque that hangs in the Broward County Government Center. We invite you to stop by and look at it when you are in the area to reflect and honor all that our Hall of Fame awardees have accomplished. Also, each honoree will be presented with a memory album from the event featuring letters of congratulations from elected officials and community leaders, as well as copies of any ads or messages of congratulations that were purchased for you in the program book and any other special touches. Let's give our 2021 inductees one last round of applause.
I'd like to thank you all for attending, and we hope to see you again next year. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.